Welcome back to Pac-12 football. We have an interesting one here as a revitalized Montana looks to improve their win streak to 3 today as they host the Kokomo Tech Ironmen. Before the game, let's look at our players of the week from last week. Linebacker Blessing Alualua Tueolemotu from Garden City takes Defensive Player of the Week with 2 forced fumbles and 4 fumble recoveries in the win against Cuyahoga, while receiver Xavier Campbell from AFMU takes the Offensive Player of the Week, recording 144 yards on 8 catches and having 2 touchdowns in their close win against Shawnee Plains. That's all for the Player of the Week, so let's get right into our game. I'll send it to the broadcast team and see you after with news and results from around the conference.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Off play action on first down. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Voorhees. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some...
Breaks into the open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Looking to throw, it's Richard. Rush is on him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. And the defense drags him down. Up-tempo for the offense. Wants to throw on third. Catch in the middle. It's Garrison. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Looking for a gap. It's Fields. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Caught near the sticks. It's Lopez. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. Just keep slinging it. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Holding. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the incompletion is an open invitation to the special teams unit to come onto the field. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Caught in the backfield, it's Walsh. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking downfield, it's Richard. Grabbed in the middle, it's Walsh. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Ryan. Got enough for the 1st. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
2nd down coming up.
They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air on 1st down. fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After that last completion, it's second down. The play action fake. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Running to the left. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Secures it at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking to pass. It's Richard. Blasted as he lets it go. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Wyatt. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Third down coming up.
It'll be a draw. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast.
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
This offense has it with really good field position. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He breaks a tackle.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. He'll sneak it. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on first down from the 28. The give on the inside. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They want to get this defense on its heels. To the air, it's Richard. Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. They'll run play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive, put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his man down the middle.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Pulls it in. It's Lopez. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Makes the grab. It's Lopez. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Hampton. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
And first down for the offense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Hampton. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Might as well give it to him again. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. The lead is down to a field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Richard. Got the quick pass. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Got room to work. Did the work himself. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. And after the interception, the nifty return gets it back inside the 45-yard line.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Looking for a man. It's Richard. Under fire. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The sure hands, it's Walsh. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And it'll be down right there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll go back to work on offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Finds a little space. There he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gator gets it to the 49-yard line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Back to throw, it's Richard. Gets it out fast. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Ohio State is just getting blown off the field right now in Columbus, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. They're trailing by 14 to Michigan State.
Looking for room, it's Voorhees.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Lopez. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Third down coming up after the completion. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the punt team. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They'll run it from the gun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
To the air, it's Richard. Grab near the marker, it's Garrison. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got a touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back, he sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Lopez. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Looking for room. It's Voorhees. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Use the play fake, now to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer to a drive there of 84 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for blockers. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Can't hang on, it's incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Wants to throw, it's Richard. Bringing the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Power football with the run. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. He's got him. Trying to get it in. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Utah.
Back to throw, it's Richard.
For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Garrison. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Second down coming up.
Going to sling it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wants to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Here comes the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires to the wideout. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. I understand the 4th down analytics and going for it all the time, but that deep in your own end, you're just gift wrapping an opportunity for the other guy. Trying to find the end zone. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
And it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Coming out with it, it's Cuber. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. Wants to go up top. Looking deep. He's got it down the left side. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. From any spot on the field, they're a threat to get a chunk play, and they just did it. 1st and 10 from the 40. To the air on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened. And you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made a big play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Lofts one high and deep. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Off the play fake. Rushes on him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Number 69.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab, it's Fields. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
2nd down coming up.
Off play action. Fires to the tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. sagged in the middle. It's Alford. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. To the air on second down. Here's a heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On third down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Hampton. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab past the marker. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking downfield on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Trent Higgins has something working here at Montana as they improved to 3-5 on the year, winning their third game straight. How long can they keep this going? Let's see how the other results went. In conference play, Shawnee Plains handles Gulf Coast comfortably, beating them 48-30, while Muncie squeaks out a close one against Prairie Union, winning 26-24. High Desert State continues their Pac-12 dominance in a 55-20 win over Cuyahoga. Elsewhere, AFMU and Garden City also pick up wins in non-conference games, while Modesto and San Antonio lost in non-conference play. Currently, Garden City sits atop of the conference, but High Desert State sits close on their tail in second. So let's look at what next week's matchups bring. In non-conference games, we see Cuyahoga travel to Troy, while Garden City makes their annual trip to Indiana to take on Notre Dame. Elsewhere, Gulf Coast will host Oregon State, and Muncie will host UNLV to round it out. As for conference play, we'll see Kokomo Tech visit San Antonio, while Modesto makes the trip to the Arizona to take on High Desert State. AFMU will visit Prairie Union, while our game of the week will focus on Montana and their hot streak heading to Oklahoma to take on the big rival Shawnee in what is known as the Ground War. Now that Montana's offense is clicking on all cylinders, it should be an exciting game. That's all for this week. We'll see you next time for more Pac-12 football.